to evacuate the worst areas and construction of temporary shelters. Yeah, that's Frand 4369 is asking what's going with the plans to evacuate the worst areas and constructing temporary shelters. Good question. Reggaematic 1. They will have to flatten an area of 5 square miles just to set the foundations in each parish, then fence it off for construction. That's a debate going on. And there's also comments about something that is apparently circulating on social media. And that is that the hurricane was somehow man-made. We were having a discussion about it in the newsroom yesterday. And my staff were telling me that some people on social media are positing that the ferocity of Melissa was all made up by man under the aegis of the Prime Minister, that is Andrew created. Yeah? Because Andrew want to remove Black River to build in Smart City, and that they find oil in St. Elizabeth. You know, and from what I'm being told, some people really believe this. Some people really believe this. Then dog nyam with supper. If people really believe this, this is more than dunce. Dog nyam with supper. Yeah, so it's man-made. Oh, Lord. Well, first call of the morning is Donna. Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, Mr. Hughes. How are you doing?
Me all right, you know. But me here lamenting. You really have Jamaicans, yeah, who believe that Melissa, the Category 5 hurricane, was man-made and that it was all part of an effort by the Prime Minister to remove Black River to build a smart city. Yeah, and because them find oil at St. Elizabeth.
Mr. Hughes. So you have to take bad things like laugh at us.
Yes, but I'm being told that it is something that is gathering legs.
And they said that, I heard they said that because, and they believe it because if anybody heard any thunder or any lightning.
Yes, I heard that too. There was hardly any thunder and lightning, so that's why they know it's man-made. But yeah. Jesus. No, but we also have to speak up about it because we are in a real dogfight when it comes to the dissemination of information. There are people who are now earning a living from sitting down and creating videos, online videos and posts that they know are lies. And they're using it for their political ends, objectives. So we have to deal with it.
Yes, but you can only lead the whole time people say you can carry the donkey to the water, but you can't force him to drink.
True.
Look at the people in Port Royal. They said they're not leaving. Thankfully for them, the hurricane shifted because I don't see anybody could survive over Port Royal.
It would have been a massive grave of water over there. Yes.
And we can't say that we're not aware. Information was just there bombarding us every day.
Yes.
But people just decide that they're not going to. Are they going to? You understand? So,
yes. Well, and you know what is going to happen now? The next one that comes and goes at Port Royal and Kingston, you're going to hear the Port Royal people say, then now go. Because I said that the same thing I would tell you about Melissa. Melissa not come.
There you go.
Yeah? And that is going to be, oh, Lord.
I just want to say you have to make bad things.
Yes. Anyway, what you call me about, Donna?
What I call you about? Well, first of all, I want to commend the team, despite all the problems that you've had.
Yes.
To keep us aware. I mean, the effort is gallant, and it's not. We are aware of it. It's not unnoticed. I really want to thank the team.
Thank you very much, man.
Yes, but you need to help your team, though. Well, our team guard against it or try to look out for it.
Yes.
Post-traumatic stress disorder, because all of what you're seeing, people are seeing and experiencing it. So, I heard people breaking down on the TV and on the radio and so on. You have to look out for those things. Check yourself later on here. That is something that I want you to be mindful of.
It is something that crosses our minds. Yeah, because what people don't appreciate about this job is that you have to process the information, the difficulties, the trauma as human beings first and foremost,
That's right.
And it takes a toll on us. Yeah, it takes a toll on us who have to do it day in, day out.
That's right.
It does. So you're quite right. And it does generate post-traumatic stress disorders in our staff.
We are going to have a major problem with issues like those.
Yeah.
In the very near future, if it hasn't started already. But last night, I was at my church and I saw somebody. I didn't even know he was connected to ODPEM. But I knew that we were packing some stuff from church on Sunday to go to Holness. So I said, and I saw him, so I asked him, how was it? And, he said he left the team because they were taking too long. But he went and he told me where he went.
Yes.
And I said to him the same thing about the post-traumatic stress disorder. He said, yes, he's contemplating getting some help for himself because he described a couple of things that he saw. A lady, he said, she died. They discovered like 4 bodies at the time. You would have heard about that already. But he was describing 2 things that he saw. He said, the lady, the way how she died, you could see that she just looked like she just, boy, me can't bother. She just laid on like that. Oh. And they got the impression that she just gave up.
Yes.
Never tried anymore. And then he said there was another case that he saw a grandmother and the grandchild. I don't remember if it was a boy. He didn't say it was a boy or a girl. And they clutched each other. They died clutching each other.
Oh, dear.
Yes, he said they offered him meat the day before. I was speaking to him yesterday, so he said the day before. That would have been Monday. And they offered him something with meat, and he said he can't eat meat. He just, what he has seen, the death and so on he has seen, he cannot eat any meat at all. So I'm just saying that to you that some serious times are ahead.
True.
The last thing I want to say before I go, which is the major one I really called about, I wanted you to help me to try understand something about what Mr. Golden said. In my mind, it seems to be very contradictory, right? So I'm asking you or any of your listeners to, if I am wrong, to clarify it for me. A couple of days ago, we don't know how he came up with a figure, but he said he was suggesting $50 million to be given to each of the MPs. He didn't even say the ones who were worst affected, right?
Right,
and
he did.
Worked that out to 3.1, I think it's 1.5, something like that.
3.1 billion.
3.1 something.
Billion.
Yes. To give them to the MPs. Then yesterday, I heard it being played. I don't know if I wasn't hearing the right person speaking, but he was saying that they should have somebody, they should take away the responsibility for the distribution, for the funds to manage the post-Melissa crisis away from the politicians because they are not qualified to do so.
Yes.
So I'm saying to myself, then, isn't that something contradictory? So if you don't have the qualification,
ma'am.
If you do not have the qualification and you're admitting it, that the politicians do not have that qualification, then how can it be that you would give $3.1 billion to the same people who don't know how to manage these things? Yes, we just throw them money, so.
Yes. You know, Donna, and that is why I say to some people all the while, don't give up on the Jamaican people because they have an ability to pick nonsense, sense from nonsense, and throw out nonsense and know when people are giving them a 6 for a 9. In some cases, they are able to do so. Because, let me tell you, Donna, I had the same reaction when I heard Mr. Golding talk about getting rid of the political directorate from the management, yes, and direction of the national recovery effort, yeah, and at the same time wanting to give them $3.5 billion to go spend. It don't make sense. It's contradictory. It
Well,
is a contradiction.
thank you very much, Mr. Hughes, because I was wondering if something wrong with me.
No, nothing wrong with you.
You're wrong, then if something can be. So I'm just, since it is you have confirmed that it's foolishness,
Yeah.
can I just encourage Mr. Golding to think about what he says? You know, the more I hear the man talk, to be honest, I'm happy that Jamaica made the decision that it did, to be honest.
Yes.
You know, the more he speaks, the less respect I have of him as a financial mogul then.
Yes.
Because I'm saying, me a little done, you know.
No, don't put on yourself. No, not at all.
No, relatively. No, Mr. Hughes, relatively, in terms of finance and so on, relatively.
Uh-huh.
And if this is what the man is talking about, I mean, be glad, honestly. I told you years ago that I am not a political animal. I have voted for 3 parties, NDM, PNP, JLP. I vote for Jamaica. You understand?
Yes.
But the more I listen to Mr. Golden, you know, the more convinced I am that Jamaica made the right choice.
He's too consumed by political expediency.
Absolutely.
I think he has abandoned that brain of his, yeah, too many times in the political hustings. Yeah,
so.
he has abandoned that, and therefore he's now known as a flip-flopper. He says one thing today, he says another thing tomorrow, and it's hurting his brand.
It's very. You and I agree. It's the same thing. You and I agree, Mr. Hughes. Maybe I do have an analytical mind because
Yes, you do.
I was the same person who spoke to you about Ricardo and said that Ricardo is the best that you have there. Remember that call?
Yes, I recall it. I recall that call.
It's me, same man.
Yes.
Good.
Well, he had a moment while covering the devastation in Western Jamaica.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it.
He was so upset with himself. I had to tell him, no, don't be. Yeah?
No, he's human.
He's human. Yes.
Yeah, it's human. God bless and take care.
Take care of yourself, Donna.
Good work.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Time for the break.
My hands